everyone. So Patabi Joyce says that the body is not stiff. Although mine's feeling pretty stiff right now. But he says no, it's not the body. The body is not stiff, it's the mind that's stiff. And so today, as we start to practice, I'd like to encourage you to think a little bit more about where you're plugging in mentally to the practice. Do you have preconceived notions? Do you have ideas of the kind of yoga you practice and the kind of ways that your body can move? Can you reach a little bit past the existing ideas and just let this be something experiential and not cerebral? Get out of that stiff mind. See if at the end of it our bodies feel a little less stiff too. So get onto the mat, get whatever props you want to use. Blocks, bolster, strap, whatever you like to use, and lie down on your mat and get comfortable. Finding as comfortable of a posture on your back as you can find. And starting to sink into the gravity of the body. Allowing yourself to notice that you're breathing and noticing that the breath can be deepened with attention. Beginning to notice little bits of the sensory experience of this moment. Doing your very best to let yourself be completely here. And as your mind starts to leave in little bits, whether it's judging something or planning something or fantasizing about something, draw it back. Draw it back into the sensation of the breath, the sensation of the gravity at all of the points of contact that you have with the ground. Allowing the muscles to soften. Allowing the bones to be heavy. Smoothing out across the face. Relaxing the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. And then inhale, draw the breath all the way down to the base of the lungs. Hold on to that breath. Gently part the lips, exhale slowly. Good. Again, inhale. Hold at the top. Gently part the lips, exhale. Inhale, largest breath so far. Hold at the top. Wide open mouth, let it go. Good, on the next inhale, start to reach. Toes away from fingers. Fingers away from toes. Start to pulse a little bit left to right. Circle wrists. Circle ankles. Good, interlace fingers with the palms. Press into the inner wrists. Flex the heels. Drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Notice the extension at the inner wrists. Notice that the heels have a sense of power. Open up the toes. Inhale. Exhale, knees to chest, squeeze. Inhale, everything long. Exhale, knees to chest, squeeze. Once more, inhale. Exhale, knees to chest, squeeze. Good, rock all the way up to a seat. Allowing your belly to be soft, allowing your shoulders to be soft, noticing if there's any clench in the jaw. Drawing the chin down into the chest. Slowly rocking the left ear to the left shoulder. Roll the right shoulder. Go slowly. Go slowly enough that you can actually feel what's happening. And remember, try not to think about what you thought it might feel like. Think about what it actually feels like. That requires some focus. Good, chin to chest. Let it sway a little side to side. Relax the jaw. right ear, right shoulder. Roll that left shoulder. Good, chin to chest. Take the hands to the low back, interlace the fingers, draw the knuckles towards the ground, shoulder blades together. Inhale, gather the chest up to the chin. And then reach up through the chin, open the mouth, exhale. Good, chin to chest, inhale. Reach up through the chin, extend through the throat, open the mouth, exhale. Keeping that drawing down of the knuckles, start to bring the forehead ever so slightly towards the floor. Slowly letting the knuckles rise up towards the ceiling to whatever extent feels okay in the shoulders. And then swaying a little bit through the hands, allowing that to open up the chest, the shoulders, the neck. Good, and then tucking the chin, rolling up to a straight spine. Letting the hands go, rolling the shoulders. Good, the breath work today is going to be Kapalabhati. It's that rapid exhale through the nose, pressed from the strength of the diaphragm. If you're not quite sure if you're doing it, put your hand on your diaphragm and you should feel it pulse into the lungs to empty out the lungs, which is a cleansing exercise that helps purge out the metabolic waste and also deeply tones those internal core muscles, stokes the fire, and really prepares you for really anything, just living, thinking, being, but also definitely a very aware, warm, activated yoga practice. So, low body soft, starting to bring your attention into the diaphragm. Take a deep, slow, natural breath at your own pace, in your own way, with awareness. Good. And then when you're ready, deep inhale, beginning Kapalabhati, rapid exhales through the nose, pressed from the diaphragm. Deep inhale, hold. Exhale. Inhale. Beginning of the second round. Begin. Deep inhale, hold. Exhale, let it go. Doubling up on the breath work today to really get into that idea that it is our mind that is stiff. It's not our bodies, it's our mind. So let's get into alternate nostril breathing. This helps really tend to balancing out the brain, physically and mentally, emotionally, evening out the solar and lunar channels, starting with the ring finger and the thumb lifting. Pointer middle finger can either be in the palm or touching the third eye point on the forehead. Soft shoulders, soft chest. Closing the ring finger nostril, inhale. Exhale. Switch sides, closing the nostril under the thumb, inhaling. Exhaling. Continuing this way. breath each side. Good, releasing. And then slowly rolling into a table position and continuing the breath work, this time with movement though. So just simple slow inhales take you into cow. Slow, steady, complete exhales take you into cat. Making the breath really long, making the movement equally as long. Good, pause in a neutral position. Take the left arm, thread it underneath the body, coming onto the left shoulder and left temple and thread the needle. A little bit of pressure into the ground under that right hand if that serves, or you can reach that right hand up, or you can scoop it towards the opposite hip. But you shouldn't feel like you're choking yourself. This should feel pretty good. Breathe. Try to sink into your gravity. Don't work too hard. Slowly unwinding. Take both hands forward, hips back, child's. Breathe into the base of the spine. Coming back to that synchronized breath work. Inhale, draw yourself forward, up and through into cobra. Exhale, draw it back, child's. Inhale, forward, up and through cobra. Exhale, back, child's. Keep that movement. Keep the top of the toes grounded. One more time. And then rising it up into a table. Take that right arm, thread it underneath the left armpit, coming to thread the needle on the opposite side. Making sure that you are feeling it, opening up the chest and softening through the shoulders. Keep the jaw soft. Notice where the rotation is in the spine. Good, slowly release. Both arms out, hips to heels, child's. Good, building on what we did with cobra, inhale, slide forward, up and through. Exhale, bend the knees, tuck the toes, downward dog. Inhale and downward dog. Exhale, knees drop, hips to heels, child's. Inhale, slide forward, up and through, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale, child's. Move with the breath. Once more. Staying in child's and softening. Good, tucking the toes, rocking the weight all the way back into a Malasana pose. So the knees open wide, the heels come towards one another, and the toes tip out. Give yourself a wobble. You can be higher. You can have your feet wider. Your heels can be lifted. Whatever your Malasana pose is for today is what it is. Just let it be. Sink into the tailbone. Other option is to slide a block under the tailbone. Sometimes that's what we need, especially early in a practice. Maybe the hands come to the heart. Inhale deeply. Open mouth, exhale. Again, inhaling, drawing the breath to that center of the forehead point. Holding the breath, holding the internal gaze towards that point. Open mouth, exhale. Toes forward, hips up, ragdoll. Give yourself a bop, a shift, a sway. Let yourself move. Notice how it feels to move. Good. Inhale. Tuck the chin into the chest on the exhale. Roll up slowly, bone by bone. Take your time. Roll the shoulders down the back. Open up the heart. Open up the hands. Good. Walk to the front of the mat. Flip the palms open. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, sweep down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up again. Exhale, this time bend the knees, sink into a chair pose, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back, keep the knee lifted, heel lifted. On the next inhale, sweep the arms up, crescent lunge. Shoulder blades slide down the back, hold here for one breath. Good, start to nuzzle that back knee down to the ground. Hands come down, frame the forward foot. Roll that hip and knee around. So just rocking a little bit side to side, front and back, don't overthink it. Noticing the hip as you bend the knee and rock forward, noticing the hamstring as you slide the hips back. Blocks under hands here can be a beautiful thing. It just gives a little bit more space to move in. Good. And then hips slide back. Notice that the hips are square, which means both hip points are facing the short edge of the mat. Maybe blocks are under your hands here. Think about the chest coming forward as you draw that left leg back. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold and hold. Bend knee. Frame the forward foot, step it back, plank position. Holding plank for a moment. And then dropping knees, elbows right into the ribs, chaturanga. Cobra. Downward dog. Wag the tail out. Notice the low back. Good, take your feet a little wider, walk your hands all the way back to the feet, ragdoll. Nod the head yes and no. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Heels in, toes out, hips down, Malasana. Maybe slide the block right back onto your bottom. Maybe bring hands to the heart. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath, roll the gaze towards that third eye point. Open the mouth, let it go. One more time, same way. Inhale. Eyes closed. Turn the internal gaze. Exhale. Good, hands down. Toes forward, heels back, hips up, ragdoll. Inhale here.
Tuck the chin, exhale, roll up slowly. Good, walk to the front of the mat. Open up the palms. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway up, inhale. Bend the knees, chair pose, exhale. Hands to the heart. Good, inhale. Exhale, fold. Left foot back. Keep that knee lifted, press into that back heel. On the next inhale, sweep the arms up. Hold here, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, nuzzle that back knee down to the ground, hands frame the forward foot, rock forward and back. Ask yourself if you're with the should-be's, would-be's, could-be's, or if you're actually here. And if you're here, how does this feel? Be really curious. Don't let yourself settle for half attention. And let it be as specific as possible. So slide back, notice the hamstring. Slide forward and get really into the sensation of the hip. Attention, attention, attention. Good, next time you slide back, really square up the hips, blocks are welcome here. Inhale, heart forward, right leg back. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Good. Bend the knee, frame the foot, step it back, plank position. Drop the knees, elbows right into the ribs, chaturanga. Cobra. Downward dog. Holding downward dog, 3 breaths. Good, take the feet wider, walk the hands back, ragdoll. Good, toes out, heels in, bottom down, Malasana. Hands to the ground, hands to the heart, block under the bottom, whatever serves you here. Inhale. Turn the internal gaze, hold. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good, toes forward, hips up, ragdoll. Tuck the chin, inhale. Exhale, roll up slowly. Get to the front of the mat. Flip the palms, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chair. Hands to the heart. Sink into the tailbone, flat low back. Weight towards the heels. Take the left elbow forward, the right elbow back. Start to draw that left elbow towards the right knee. Take that left knee back so that it's lined up with the right one. Press into the hands, rotate through the chest. Inhale. Exhale, press into the hands. Inhale. Exhale, press. Good, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, chair, sink into the sit bones, hands to the heart. Weight to the heels, inner thighs drawing towards the midline. Right elbow forward, right knee back. Draw that right elbow to the front top of the left knee. Press into the hands, rotate the ribs. Inhale. Press, exhale. Inhale. Press, exhale. Inhale. Release, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Right leg steps back, drop it all the way down so that the arch faces the forward heel, windmill the arms open, warrior two. Palms face the ceiling, draw the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale. Exhale, sink. Front knee is stacked on top of that front heel. On the next inhale, drop this right hand down towards that right ankle, reach the left arm. Exhale, forearm towards that left knee, right arm reaches. Move with the breath. One more time. Good, windmill this right hand all the way down to the ground. Pivot on that back foot, drop the knee, slide the hips back, right back into half split. Inhale, square the hip, lengthen the spine, exhale, fold over the leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good, bend the knee, frame the forward foot, step it back, plank position, with or without knees, chaturanga. Cobra. Downward dog. 3 breaths here. Noticing the breath as it moves up and down the spine. Attention, attention, attention. Good, take the feet a little wider, walk the hands back. Finding ragdoll, letting the weight rock towards the toes, bending the knees, nodding the head yes or no. And then heels in, toes out, sink the hips, malasana. Rolling that internal gaze towards the third eye point, inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Again, inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Toes forward, hips up, ragdoll. Inhale deeply. Tuck the chin, exhale, roll up slowly. Get to the front of the mat. Flip the palms. Inhale, swoop up. Exhale, fold. Halfway up. Exhale, chair. Right elbow comes forward, drop it down to the left knee. Press the hands into one another, rotate through the rib cage. Draw that right knee back. Inhale. Exhale, press into the hands. Inhale. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chair. Hands to the heart. Rotate, left elbow, right knee, press into the hands, rotate. Inhale. Exhale, push into the hands. Inhale. Exhale, press into the hands. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Left leg steps back. Drop the arch so that it faces forward. Windmill the arms all the way up. Warrior two. Check in with your stance. Palms flip up. Inhale, take that right hand back, reach that left hand towards the left ankle. Exhale, forearm to shin or to thigh. Move with the breath. Good. Windmill both hands down, pivot on the back foot, drop that back knee down, slide back, half Hanuman. Inhaling, straight spine, plug that right leg into the hip, exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend the knee, square that forward foot, step it back, plank position. With or without knees, chaturanga. Cobra. Down dog. 3 breaths. Use movement if movement suits you. Use stillness if stillness does. But get into the sensation of the body and apply as much attention as you have to give. Good. Walk the hands to the feet. Take the feet a little wider. Bend the knees as deeply as you need to. Rock your weight towards your toes. Head is heavy. Ragdoll. Heels in, toes out. Drop the hips. Malasana. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Good, toes forward, heels back, hips up, ragdoll. Tuck chin, inhale. On the exhale, roll up slowly. Roll out the shoulders. Get to the front of the mat. Flip the palms. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, chair. Deep breath here. Sink into the sit bones, holding chair for one more full breath. Good, and then pressing into the left foot, hovering the right foot, and stepping it all the way back as far as you can get it, keeping it flying into Warrior 3. Reach through the flying toes. Slowly, like you've got all day, drop that foot down, hands frame the forward foot, drop that right knee down. Start to inch that left foot forward, option to half split this or full split. However you are feeling, don't be afraid to use props. And this is a great example of how the body is not stiff, the mind is stiff. And sometimes that means defining your progress and your goals and your successes in ways that acknowledge where you're at with permission and acceptance. That's the stiffness of the mind. Breathe. Good. With sense of compassion, coming slowly out of it, framing the forward foot, stepping it back, plank position. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Cobra. Down dog. Taking your feet a little wider, walking your hands back to your feet. Ragdoll. Heels in, toes out, hips down, hands to the heart. Inhale. Hold that internal gaze and hold the breath. Open mouth, exhale. Again, inhaling. Hold. Exhale. Option to come into ragdoll at this point, or option to take a crow pose. If you're taking crow, maybe you want something soft in front of you. Otherwise, tucking the triceps towards the fronts of the knees, Hands wide and open, anchoring the hands, rocking forward. Create a little unit. Rock forward, up and down. Notice the pelvic floor lifting to the navel. Maybe the toes lift up, maybe they don't. Maybe just one at a time lifts up. Or maybe you find a full crow pose and hold. If crow is a part of your practice that you feel very stable in, try to close your eyes. Good, release, ragdoll. Inhale here. Tuck the chin. Exhale, roll up. Step to the front of the mat. Flip the palms open, inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway up. Exhale, chair. Holding chair. Sinking into the sit bones, flattening the low back, noticing the belly, nice and strong in the core. One more breath. And then hover the left foot. Send it back, nice and slow. Warrior three. Reach through the toes. Strong in the belly. Good. Letting that toe come down slowly. Sliding the front heel forward if you're moving into full split-ish. Breathing. Where's that tightness? It's the body, but it's also more than the body. It's the mind. Patabi Joyce was right. Because here I am, not quite to full split. Am I acknowledging that as a success or a failure? Is my progress, is my patience more important than touching my hamstring to the ground? Yeah, it is. Self-acceptance, more important than full split. Get into the mind. Let that be the goal. Let that be the muscle that you're working with here. Good. Inch forward. Take that foot back. Plank position. Exhale, chaturanga. Cobra. Downward dog. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Hands back to the feet, last ragdoll of the class. Take the feet wider than the hips. Bend the knees, deeply rock the weight towards the toes. Heels in, toes out, Malasana. Hands to the heart. Second shot at crow if you want it. Otherwise, staying in Malasana, or we're all going to meet on our bottom in just a moment. If you want to take crow, play with that sense of boundary. Where is my fear telling me I belong? And where can I explore outside of that space? Keep the mind flexible. And then everyone's going to meet. Bottom on the mat. Legs long in front of you. Adjust so that you're on your actual sit bones. Belly nice and integrated and strong. Crown of the head lifting up. Inhale. Exhale, spread the spine over the legs, forward fold. Good, and then rising up to a nice straight spine. Arms straight in front of you, thumbs up, palms in, shoulder blades back. Notice the pelvic floor to the navel to the spine, side belly to the midline. Start to rock back,
Go as slowly as you can. All the way out to the back.
Draw the knees into the chest. Let them fall down to the right, reaching the left arm to the left. Knees through center, opposite side. Knees back to center, happy baby. And then allowing the legs to come long, adjusting your body into any posturing you feel like you need for final relaxation. Allowing the features of the face to be smooth and soft and easy. Sometimes all we need to do to feel like we are holding success, we are accomplished, we are happy, we are content, is to look with love towards ourselves in a way that is not rigid or stiff. Same way we look at the people we love. The effort is enough. The intention, the attempt. With a sense of understanding in the mind that you are enough, that this is sufficient, that this is success. Feel the softness and the muscles ripple through the body. Letting your gravity hold you. Letting the chest rise up and down with the breath. And then noticing the breath, drawing the inhale out to the edges of the body, beginning to encourage little micro movements in the fingers and the toes and the wrists and the ankles, shifting and moving and breathing, and then stretching and experiencing that sense of blood flow through the body. And then drawing the knees into the chest. Rocking onto the right side. Pausing for a moment in a fetal position. And then pressing yourself up to sit. May the kindness we wish to see in this world begin with the kindness we extend to ourselves. Namaste. Thank you, everybody.